Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Hawley and I'm a second-year graduate student at ETSU. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about ways in which you can incorporate speech and language activities into an egg hunt with your children at home. As we all know, we're all practicing social distancing, and so many of the community egg hunts in the region have been canceled for the year. So I was thinking of a great way that you could incorporate speech and language into an egg hunt. There are a variety of ways that you can do this, and a variety of children that this would be appropriate for. And so I'm just going to talk through a few of the ideas that I had come up with, and feel free to ask me some questions in the comments section below if you have any more questions. So let's say your kid is working on basic concepts such as matching colors and matching sizes. So what you can do is you can get eggs with different colors and of different sizes. You can hide them throughout the yard or even in your house, and you can have your children go out, find the eggs, bring them back to you, and then you can have them match by size and by color. So let's say you're working on colors. You could say things like, put all of the green eggs into one pile. Now, put all of the blue eggs into another pile. Let's say you're working on sorting for certain sizes. You can have big ones and little ones, and you can have them sort them by find all of the big eggs. Now, find all of the little eggs. And then you can talk more about things that are big and things that are little, things that are green, things that are blue out in the community that they may see in their everyday lives. Let's say your kid is working on some articulation sounds. You can find some eggs, print out some words that may be appropriate for the particular sound that they're working on. If you don't have access to a printer, you can get some paper and write some words down that you think of, and you can hide them in the eggs. Have them go look for the eggs, and when they come back, you two can go through the eggs together, and they can say the sounds as they're opening their eggs with a treat inside as well. And that's just a really good way to make articulation fun for them, because sometimes articulation is not always the most fun for a child, but it is incredibly important. If your child is using an AAC device or is working on learning some core words for language, you can print out some of those core words, hide them in the eggs, and model them for them as they open them, and have them, if they're working on verbalization, have them try and verbalize them back to you. If they're working on pointing to their AAC device, you can say the word, show them the picture, and have them show you on the AAC device where that word matches. I have just a few more. If your kid is working on, let's say, WH questions, so those are questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. Before you go on the Easter egg hunt, you could read a book related to Easter or any book that you have in your house, and you could put questions into that Easter egg hunt pertaining to the book. Whenever they go look for the eggs and come back, then you can talk about the book. So that's kind of a bit of a delayed recall, so it requires them to remember what happened in the book, have a little bit of time to do something fun, and then come back and talk about the book. Now, this is not saying that you can't use the book after the Easter egg hunt to go back and help them. Feel free to read it to them again. Too much exposure, there is never a time for too much exposure. Any exposure is good exposure. And lastly, if your child is working on emotions, you can hide emotions, pictures of certain emotions, into the Easter eggs. And after they go find them, you can come back and you can talk about the emotions, and you could model certain emotions for them and have them model it back to you. And these are just a few ideas that I came up with. There's tons more out there. I'm sure you can look up on the internet, and I think that for your child's goals and what your child is working on, all of these things can be modified appropriately for them and for yourself. Let me know if you have